It's Week 9 of the NFL, and we'll see the Buccaneers' rocket-arm quarterback. He had a solid performance.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The numbers for him from a week ago: 6 catches, 54 yards, and a touchdown.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here's Chandler on 2nd down.
And some room to run now. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 28.
I know the game continues to evolve, and we have a lot of exotic stuff nowadays. I can't help it. I love a good old-fashioned draw play.
Who's typically fooled on defense on a play like that, a successful draw play?
Typically, it's the defensive line that's fooled because they're just pinning their ears back and going after the quarterback. And once they create some space and you get past them, you usually have a long way to go.
2nd and 5. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
46 yards rushing for him here. What a start to the ball game. It's 1st and goal.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Chandler will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal will feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Sly able to put this one through.
And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
So here now are the Panthers for their first drive of the game. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
He's going to float this over the middle deep. He's got him in, complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target too. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down. Sort of interesting going with a draw play there. Do you like that call?
I don't, but it would be a lot more powerful coming from me if I'd said it before the play actually happened, if I'd first guessed it. But look, a draw in that situation, heavy risk reward. If he walks in, it looks like a great call, doesn't it?
Yeah, instead brings up a tough 4th down. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 2nd and 3. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty? When you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Now back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. 1-7, their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now, this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough 2nd half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is A lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The Panthers at 1-7 now in the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
13 yards, first down, Panthers. Now it's Herbert. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
That caught by Tremble. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 13-yard line. Give them 18 on the play.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Herbert going to keep it on his sneak.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Justin Herbert
with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Panthers have taken the lead.
And the sneak works on 2nd and goal. They didn't wait until it was 4th down to try and get him across.
No, and I think if you're the QB, you like these plays, don't you? I mean, you want to hand it off sometimes, but also prove that you can get it in there as well.
Yeah, it makes you really part of the gang, doesn't it? It makes you part of the crew, and it really bonds you with those big offensive linemen, because then you get to celebrate with the big fellas.
Extra point up and through, and the lead is now 10-3. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Back now comes Tampa Bay.
Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Now a handoff to Chandler.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
50 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's Chandler.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. He completes it to Wilson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Chandler, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's going to air one out. It's caught at the 10. A big play there for Carolina. 48 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
On 2nd and goal, Herbert. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Herbert now. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football. It's something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we reach halftime here, and a 10-point
halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. But the Panthers ready to go back to work to start the 3rd quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And this is going to be a Panthers first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work. And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Herbert off of play action. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's the Panthers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 11 yards for number 11.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. Caught. It's Wilson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 1 yard to go on third down. They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on third down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Herbert. Looking middle, and that's complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Panthers 1st down, 17 yards on the play. Here's Herbert. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
There to make the tackle, Jonathan Abram. On 2nd and 9, Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
That's complete to Chandler on the check down.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. 2nd and 11. That is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Finding room at midfield. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Back to throw again. He finds his man complete. That's Chandler.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
And he missed it. It's no good. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead. And that one, just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within one score.
All hope not gone yet. But at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within one score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Play action. It's Herbert. Rolling to his right. And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Throwing on second and long. Herbert. And he slings one that's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the lead stretches 16-3 now.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Kind of picked themselves up from that one.
Second and 5. Right back to Chris Godwin. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Chandler. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bucs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Now on the option, here's Herbert.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Herbert. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And they take a knee.
2nd and 11 now.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. Right back to him on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a